Bitch, I do it for my... I suicide by my city. That means when I blow up, I'm taking all of you with me. My first name ain't Byron, but I'm the only...
Welcome guys, and it is LSHD Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys another video. This time it is the Battle of Jakku free DLC, and what you are watching is a game of Blast on the map Gozan Badlands, which is the smaller map of the two brand new maps that they brought out. The other one being Graveyard of Giants, and that one is the one that you play the new game mode Turning Point on, but we will talk a little bit more about that in the review as a whole. And the gameplay, as I said in the background, is my first ever time I ever played it, so you're going to see just how I kind of ease into a new map and how I play. And as you can see, I was just hopping about there for ages, but you'll get a sense of where the areas are in the map, so you can actually learn stuff from the gameplay as well. But anyway, let's go straight on into the review. And the first thing I have to say on the free DLC is it's free. Who would have believed it? Free DLC. Yes, that's right. Huge positive. Of course, it's free. We didn't have to pay for it, and if you can already see graphically, it's insane. And they brought out 2 maps for free and a new game mode. That is quite a bit of content for any company nowadays to give you for free. Most of the time, they just send out little pieces of DLC and you pay through the roof for it. So the fact that it was free, looked beautiful, and the fact that they'd actually put effort into giving more than just one thing is fantastic. Alright, so we just talk about the first small map as well, the Gozan Badlands. Basically is a map for all the smaller game modes such as Blast, Cargo, Droid Run, that Drop Pods or whatever it's called. And what I like about this map is it's simplistic. It's got its 3 lanes, your middle, right, left, of course, much like a Call of Duty map, and it's got a designed flow to it, and it works perfectly for these type of game modes. Graphically, you know, I don't need to keep harping on about it. I said it in my main review. It's fantastic. It's perfect, and that continues right over into this Battle of Jakku DLC, and you just have to give them props on it. Like, of course, this is based off the new film, which is coming out. Well, by the time this video comes out, it might actually already be out. I would have seen it, so you might even get my thoughts on the film with no spoilers as well, which would be good. But anyway, as I was saying, it's just a fantastic piece of DLC, and the maps work perfectly. Now, the next map, the Graveyard of Giants, is the one for the promotional use, which we saw. And the one little thing I have to say is all promotional points showed that we would be looking at that huge craft and that it would be centered around it. It's not. That's right at the back of the map. You can't even access it on foot. You might be able to get close on planes, but the battle doesn't even come around there. Now, that is my negative with this, because, you know, if you're kind of giving a false advertisement there, because yes, it's in the map and you see that it there, but you'll never really getting to experience that part of it. You're on the other side of the map, which I will say, as beautiful as it is, and it is absolutely beautiful, and very interactive with orbital strikes going down and stuff. It's so wide open, it makes it hard. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. I love it, I can do well on it, I have my own play style and I adapt it to each map, so I enjoy it. But for some people, it just will not be a map that you enjoy. The new game mode Turning Point on it, though, it's almost an adaptation of Supremacy. Almost, apart from the fact that now you've got more places to take. So you start off at one line of a battle of 3, then you go to 2, then you go, then you still have another 2, and then you have your final one. So you know, in each line you must penetrate at least one of those 3 points, or 1 or 2, and eventually the final point by itself. But you know, it's sort of like Supremacy, but in the way that if you get the defending team, you just have to defend. And when it gets to that 1 point, it can be so hard. I have a gameplay coming up soon, which will show that. But, you know, we actually still managed to capture that 1 point. And the gameplay that I will put up is the first time I ever played the Battle of Jakku big map as well. Similar to this. But as a whole, I like that it's a new game mode. It's only slightly tweaked, though. But is it worth it? Hell yeah, it's free. I don't get how you can complain that free DLC is added into the game, and it's added well. It's adapt. Oh my god, it's adapted and it works really well, and the game mode itself works really well. So I can't see the complaints in that respect. You just got to sit there and enjoy it. Just the false advertisement, of course, of having the thing right at the back was just really frustrating, I'd say, because you expected to be able to do it, and you know, maybe that could have been something they could have incorporated into it, so maybe you could be able to climb into it and stuff like that, but you can't. You just have to, well, effectively sit there and look at it from a distance. One other interactive part I will like is you have another one come in, and that actually goes straight into the ground itself, and you can actually watch it crash. That's amazing. Maybe they could have done some more sound effects for it. They didn't. Am I really going to complain about that? No. It's still a pretty cool piece, you know. But you know, you really have to be objective here when you're talking about a piece of it, because if this was a season pass, whole expansion pack, would I be entirely happy with it? 3 pieces, 2 maps, 1 new game mode. It's getting there. It would probably need more map. It would need 1 more map or other added on content. But the fact that it is free means that I am all for it. I think they did a really good job with it. Map design could have been a little better for Graveyard of Giants, a big map, I'll give you that. It is a bit too wide open and hard to cover. People will just snipe you from miles away, you know, with what's it called, you know, when you've got the blaster rifle. That thing just, you know, they get you every time, and there's nothing really you can do. But apart from that, you know, I think it's a really fun piece of DLC to play, and it gives you an insight into the upcoming new film, or by the time you've seen it, the new film. And in that respect, they're working off something that they may have got a little bit of information off, but they wouldn't have got the full thing. They wouldn't know exactly what it is and exactly how the map needs to pan out. And they don't know this. I think this is the crucial bit to it. They probably would have had that closer up if it wasn't for the fact that they didn't know what the inside of it was like. So they didn't want to release that and then it be completely different. So in that respect, the more I think about it, I can understand it. But maybe I'd like that in the middle, and maybe you just can't enter it. Something along those lines. But for the most part, I really have enjoyed this piece of DLC. It's highly fun. It adds more to the game. You wanted more maps, and they're giving it out for free. Except they're going to give more free DLC away. So no worries. Overall, I love the DLC. This time I'll give it a 7 out of 10 review. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. See ya!